Alright, so I went to see Batman versus Superman today, and I have to say, overall, I really enjoyed it. I thought that it was done really well. The beginning and the middle felt a little disjointed. I mean, there were a lot of dream sequences that I didn't feel like they provided a whole lot to the plot. It just felt like they were trying to pack more action into the movie without it really relating to the story. It was overall, though, done really well. By the end, I was very, very into it. I have to say, poor Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Everything that I have ever seen this actor in, he just gets killed off. It seems like in Hollywood, if you need a fatherly figure who you are planning to kill, this is the guy you call. And he's very good at it. I'm a huge fan. He did a great job as Thomas Wayne. Um, Ben Affleck as Batman was really impressive, actually. I went into this with a lot of trepidation. I think a lot of the world did, actually. There was a big to do about it on the internet when this was announced. I'm a huge Christian Bale fan, so I really did not think that I was going to be that impressed, but I was happily surprised. He did a great job portraying the duality of the Bruce character and the Batman character, and how that affects his overall judgment in life and situations. We do get several cameos from The Flash, Aquaman, and Cyborg, which I was not expecting at all, but I found to be really, really fascinating. I love the backstories of characters and their origin stories, so you get to see a little bit of that, especially with Cyborg. And then big surprise for me was that Wonder Woman was in this movie a lot more than I had anticipated. She's kind of a background character for a lot of the movie. I wasn't really sure what she was going to be doing or what role she was going to be playing, but it comes down to the final battle between Batman, Superman, and Doomsday, and she steps in and helps out with the whole lasso of truth, and she's got a kick-ass shield and looking very stunning as the Amazonian warrior princess. Let's see, Lex Luthor. So Lex Luthor in this movie has a lot of hair, which is unusual since Lex does not ever have hair in his stories, but it's explained that the character in this movie is actually Lex Luthor's son, Alexander. And he is just a psychotic little bastard that you end up wanting to shake a lot of the time because he is just so nutty, and it's obvious to so many people around him who take no steps at all to try to do anything about it. And it's unfortunate because it ends up leading to Doomsday destroying a city, basically, and then having to have these superheroes, these metahumans, come together to save a city, and ultimately, spoiler alert, losing one of them. So the overall plot of the movie would be if you took the death of Superman and Batman Year One and smashed them into a book or a movie, that is the story you're going to end up with. And it's done in a very, very good way and in a very cool way. There's a lot of great chase scenes. There's a majority of the movie spent trying to get weaponized kryptonite that can either be used to help or hurt, as the case may be. And some great Batman chase scenes where Batman's kind of gone off the rails and starts getting a lot more aggressive than he's been in the past, and shooting back at people, actually, and really hurting them beyond just getting them to jail. There are some scenes where he does not kill people, but he enables them to kill themselves, which is pretty funny, actually. There were a few things that bugged me with the movie. There's a well scene where young Bruce is running distraught through the forest after his parents have been killed, and falls into a well, and it's just, it doesn't really have anything to do with the overall story. It's very unnecessary. It's only ever been done in movies. It's never been in the comics, so it just feels weird that it's there because it has no basis in the rest of the movie other than to show a child being upset that his parents have been killed, which could be done in any number of ways. besides this. Also, there's a weapon that is very badly needed throughout the movie. The whole movie basically leads up to this weapon being created and then later on needed. And Lois throws it down a well. So I was just left sitting there going, really, Lois? That was your plan? That was your grand plan to get rid of this weapon that you later have to go dig out of the well? It was just it was just one of those moments where I was sad to be a female. It's good to see Superman and Lois's, Clark and Lois's relationship together, to be able to see them interact as a real couple. I think that's kind of been shied away from in other movies. I mean, obviously there's a love interest there. It's known that they're together, but it was nice to see them have to deal with the consequences of their relationship and the problems that can arise from them being together. And knowing that Doomsday was in the movie, Superman dying was not a surprise, but it was difficult to watch. I did tear up a little bit, and the death and funeral was very sad. At the very end of the movie, we see dirt defying gravity, and that's it. That's the cut. So I don't really know what that meant, but it's going to be interesting to see where they go with this when they bring out the Justice League movie in 2017, and we get to see the next installment of this great story. So overall, I really liked it. I thought it was really good. I can't wait to see it again. I hope you all go see it, twice, and really enjoy it yourselves.